I'm about to put y'all on game, alright? I know I'm the lame man running machine. I know I'm supposed to be giving y'all that healthy advice. I know I'm supposed to be benefiting you from a health standpoint. But if you've never had, wait, I got this sign on the bottle. I'm gonna make sure the bottle's perfectly clean, just because that's how much I love this. If you've never had Stewart's Fountain Classic Black Cherry Soda, man, I'm gonna give y'all that close-up action. Woo! I might not even do the video. What's going on, world? Leave me run the machine. I feel like it's been a while, so I know it's been like a week since I posted a video. I know you could just say, oh, that's just a week, but for me that seems like a lot because I'm someone who likes to post consistently. What I'm going to be talking about today is Sunday. You know what that means? It's time for that Sunday rant. Let's do this right now. So what I'm talking about today, and someone was telling me at my job, like, you know, you need to be you better post, because I feel like I haven't seen videos from you. So it's only fitting that what I had planned for this Sunday very, very much relates to somebody I know personally. And I don't care if you feel some type of way about it. See me downstairs, bro. See me downstairs. Nah, but for real, this Sunday rant, I'm going to be getting into annoying sports fans. Okay, I'm not saying that these people are annoying people. Like, I'm not making judgments about their character. I'm just talking about people who talk sports in a very annoying black-white kind of way. Unless it's about themselves, alright? Unless it's about themselves. So let's get into it. What am I talking about? Here goes. Sports dictators, okay? What is that? Leave me. What is that? What is a sports dictator? I've never heard of that. The only dictators I know are Stalin, right? Castro, you know, rest in peace. But I'm gonna tell you what a sports dictator is. A sports dictator. Okay, I like how I made this up, but I'm gonna try to break it down like it's in the dictionary. A sports dictator is somebody that likes to tell other people who they should be fans of, who they shouldn't be fans of, who they can and can't be fans of, or they'll say something like, well, you can't like this person and like that person. Meanwhile, they like a whole bunch of random teams and people. And this is what I'll say. When it comes to sports dictators, this is what they do. You usually find that it's somebody who is a fan of like a struggling team. Alright, so I'll just give you a brief background of how I came up with sports, right? My dad is a Mets fan, right? My mom is a Yankees fan. Now, my dad will root for the Yankees if the Mets are out of it. It's vice versa. My mom will root for the Mets if the Yankees are out of it. But primarily their teams, my dad's team is the Mets, and my mom's team is the Yankees. Same thing in football. I'm the only Jet fan in my family. So my dad is a Giants fan, my mom is a Giants fan, my brother is a Mets fan, he's a Giants fan. Those are their teams, like they rock with the Giants. But if for some reason the Giants, you know, suck that year and the Jets are doing good, when does that happen? They'll root for the Jets. Like that's just how it goes. So the way I came up was I was always a fan of New York teams. Like I take pride in my city. Like, believe it or not, like when people ask me where I'm from, I'm proud to be like, yo, I'm from New York City. Like, I've gone to several states in my life, and I love when people ask me because I get really like, braggy about it. I be feeling myself. I be like, hey. I know you from Atlanta, but I'm from New York City, right? So I take pride in my city, therefore I root for my teams. Now, my teams, here are my teams. My teams are the Yankees. When I say my teams, these are the people I watch and root for before anybody. The Yankees, the Jets, I'm trying to think of, the Knicks. Hockey, I don't watch it too much, but I watched it like the past couple of years because the Rangers were in the postseason. So the Rangers, and then after that, I said basketball, football, baseball. And that's really all I watch. And hockey, I go for the Rangers. But the Yankees, the Jets, and the Knicks are my diehard teams. Like the first time I saw the Yankees win the World Series was against the Braves in '96. The first time that I remember like watching the Knicks, it was Patrick Ewing, who's my all-time favorite player. He's the reason I'm a Knicks fan to this day, and I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I'll never stop being a Knicks fan. And then the Jets are the first team that I really all right, so it's closer with the Jets and the Giants in terms of who I love more, because the first Super Bowl that I really remember, where I went crazy, was when the Giants beat the Patriots. But when I started watching football consistently, full seasons of football, was when Mark Sanchez came into the league after winning the Rose Bowl, and when he led them to those back-to-back AFC championships. So I remember watching them so much that I became a fan of them. A little bit over the Giants. Fair enough. But I still have really fond memories of the Giants. Like I said, the Giants were that team that, you don't understand, when they beat the Patriots, I was screaming. I actually followed them a little bit more. That's when I started really getting into watching football. Before, I would just kind of see it if it was on, if the postseason was on, if the Super Bowl was on. That's how I used to watch it. But the Giants are like that team, you know what I'm saying? Like that team that really, means a lot to me. But here's the thing. Whenever you run across these annoying sports fans, they want to tell you can't be a Jets and Giants fan, that you can't be a Yankees and Mets fan, that you can't be a Knicks and Nets fan, and that you can't be a Rangers and Islanders fan. Listen, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't care what you say, all right? I do not, emotionally, I like these teams. There's nothing that you can say that's going to justify, me disowning the Giants, or disowning the Jets, or disowning the Mets. It's just not going to happen. So you can waste your breath. You can sit there and make all these debates. Yeah, but what if the Super Bowl was the Jets and the Giants? You want to know what would happen if the Super Bowl was the Jets and the Giants? That's a win-win situation. But let me tell you something. I'd be super pissed off if the Giants beat the Jets in the Super Bowl. I'd be rooting for the Jets without any question. If the Yankees and the Mets won the World Series, I'd be rooting for the Yankees, no question. But let's just say after, because I'd be upset, right? If the Yankees lost to the Mets in the World Series, I'd be upset. But then after the game, I'd be like, you know what? At least I went to New York. Don't tell me I can't like both teams. And then here's what annoys me more, is that you'll have people who will like two different teams. They'll like the Steelers and the Giants. Or they'll like the Yankees and the Cubs. Shots fired. or they'll like, they'll like teams that honestly contradict each other, and they'll say, no, but it's different. But it's not. They're not both in the same city. It doesn't really matter. To me, there's nothing that you can say that's gonna change my mind. I don't hate teams. Here's the thing. People want to tell you that you're not supposed to like a team because history says you're not supposed to like a team. Perfect example, right? I hate the Boston Red Sox. I hate the Boston Red Sox more than any team in any sport. Now, the team that comes closest to that is the Golden State Warriors. I despise them. But I'll tell you why I hate the Red Sox. Hey, leave me. You must hate them because of the curse of the Bambino, right? Because the rivalry stems over 100 years or whatever. Was I born 80 years ago? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. These historic things, they don't mean anything to me. I hate the Red Sox, okay? Because in 2003, I remember the Yankees played them in the ALCS and they gave them that work. And in 2004, I was ready to accept the Yankees giving them that work. And then they came back from 3-0 and beat the Yankees, okay? So today, my heart hurts from that, okay? I respect it for sports history. It's cool, whatever. But my heart hurts, okay? And I hate them. Like, I hate them. And it doesn't matter who they play against. I hate them. Now, the Dallas Cowboys. Do I hate the Dallas Cowboys? I don't. I don't hate the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not a fan of them. I don't root for them. But I don't hate them because history tells me I'm supposed to hate them. Like, alright, I'll root for them to lose because they're in the same division as the Giants, and I want the Giants to do well. But there's not that hate. Like, I hate the Warriors for many reasons. I'll probably go into another video because I don't want this to be too long. I really hate that team. But I don't hate the Cowboys. Like, there's just, there's nothing about the Cowboys that I've seen in my lifetime that's going to make me hate them. The same with the Phillies and the Mets. Like, there's nothing about that rivalry that I've seen that's going to make me hate that team. To be honest with you, I hate the Royals right now more than I hate the Phillies. Because I've seen the Royals, give the Mets that work in the World Series. So, when it comes to, like, sports and stuff like that, people always tell you, like, yo, you can't be a Yankee fan, you can't be a Met fan, you can't be both or whatever. This you can, okay? I'm a fan of both teams. I have one team that I like more, and that I root for primarily. And if they fail, if they're trash, what do you expect me to do? Not watch sports or not have anybody to root for? Nah, I take pride in New York City more than anything else, so I always root for my New York team. The only New York teams I don't really rock with like that are the Buffalo Bills. I'll be straight up, and the Nets. Okay, I rooted for the Nets. I've actually been to more Nets games than. I've never even been to a Knicks game. The only time I saw the Knicks play was when they played in Jersey against the Nets, and that was 4 years ago. So that counts as a Nets game. But I liked them when they had Jason Kidd. I mean, who didn't? But like right now, the Nets are like, ew, like, they're just boring. Like, their logo is trash. They're just not. They're not what they were like when Jason Kidd was there. Jason Kidd had me like, I was a fan, when they were nice like that, especially because they were going against the Lakers, and I used to hate me some Lakers, but I'm sorry, hey, I already warned you. They were cool, but they're just, they're not the Knicks. And as trash as the Knicks are, I still ride with my teams. And that's another thing. Like, you gotta ride for your teams. People, say what you want about how trash the Jets are, how trash the Knicks are. These are the people who show the most character. Like, it is so easy to be a fan of a great team. All you gotta do is look at the Yankees. Like, look, I'm a Yankee fan because everybody on my mom's side and my mom and just everyone was a Yankee fan. And Derek Jeter is like my all-time favorite athlete. So I became a Yankee fan watching them in '96 in that World Series against the Braves. But it's easy to just bounce on a team that's hot. Like, you could easily just jump on the Warriors bandwagon, but yeah, I'm a Warriors fan. And then what happens when he's not there anymore? No one's going to be a Warriors fan. They're not going to be good anymore. They're going to go back to being Borno, Golden State. All right, like, I think that people who are fans of, those teams that struggle, those are the people who build the most character. I've watched my team struggle for a long time now, and I still hold out hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give up or jump to another team, especially a year after they won the Super Bowl. Shots fired. I don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people just I just listen. Be a fan of who you want to be a fan of. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't be a fan of the Jets, that you can't be a fan of the Giants, or you can't be a fan of both, whatever. You gotta like who you like. Now, bandwagoning is something different, okay? I understand people who don't like bandwagoners because you're not really a sports fan. You're just a fan, you're picking whatever team's hot, and therefore you're trying to stay relevant that way. That's a completely different thing. But if you're a fan of two teams that might be in the same city, and you've been riding with those teams since forever, then do you. Like, there's not nobody can tell you, hey! It's the lane, man. Running machine, and I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you felt offended by this video, I ain't gonna say no names. Hit the like button. Okay, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I'm laughing because he knows why I'm laughing. But leave a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't seen this glorious face before, hit the subscribe button. Go follow my brother, The Genius Lucas. It's at The Genius Lucas on Instagram and on Twitter. Greatest photographer I know, greatest brother I know, greatest rapper I know. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, I'm out.